Hi everybody and welcome to Path of Peace. My name is Hannah. I'm very happy to spend this time with you together. Thank you so much for joining me. I have my cards ready as usual and I will be pulling out some supportive hints once and again for your healing journey, for our healing journey actually, for all of us, myself included. And again, you can let me know in the comments what resonated with you. What is it that you can take into your everyday life and into your practice? Because as you may have noticed from my videos, I am not doing some future promises or predictions what will happen to you or what will not happen. I am here, that's not my job. My job is to provide support or supportive container for people to motivate them in their own practice, be it a prayer, be it a mindfulness, to create these supportive stories that would help them to continue going, maybe despite difficulties or despite challenges, and just embracing this human life on earth as it is and using it, because life is very precious. As I grow older, and I'm not even that old, but because I have been in my life through many things, maybe I feel older than I should be, but life is very precious and we need to use the time that we have here really wisely. So that's what I'm trying to do with these readings. And before we start, please, once again, let's join in this quiet moment of prayer with the candle for a world's peace. So in these videos, you are also joining this beautiful prayer as a blessing for your life, as a blessing for world's peace. And bringing it into your heart and bringing it into your practice as a support. Okay, so I will pull out some cards and let's see what is the story. Let's see what we can learn today. I have some extra card today from medicinal deck, from animal medicinal deck. And this card will be like a strategy card for these times, so we will see at the end what is it about. So we have 6 of Cups, we have 8 of Cups, and we have Death card. Wow, these combinations are so powerful. The last one was also very powerful. So there is a lot of cup energy, and cup energy is usually about these emotional mental processes that we have, about our feelings, how we feel in our everyday life, what feelings do we generate, how we rely to ourselves emotionally, how we rely to others. And Six of Cups is a beautiful card. Six of Cups is usually pinpointing our childhood. It almost feels like that's emotional patterning of our childhood. That's one interpretation. Or it can be also a symbol of that pure innocence, emotional innocence. You know, when we were kids, we were happy, seeing a flower in the garden or exploring something new. There was like this pure perception of life when we were kids, before way too much socialization and way too much patterning from the family was placed on us. There was like this pure experiencing of life, pure joy. So this card can be an invitation to bring back at least on some levels, this joy of being alive, joy of exploring this world, no matter how it is, no matter how this world is unfolding or going, just setting that conscious intention to start bringing back some joy and seeing this world again from this pure perspective, that you really, for example, go out and you will look on a tree and just seeing it, seeing the details, seeing the beautiful bark. Maybe you will listen to a bird's song. Maybe when you hold hand with somebody, you will feel the warmth of the hand of another person, feeling that pure gratitude that you can experience that that humanness. Yeah, so learning, like consciously, like really relearning how to bring ourselves back into this pure joy. However, we have Eight of Cups, and so I would anticipate that for some of you it may be like really looking into your childhood, because there can be something painful from your childhood, because Eight of Pentacles is like integrating the inner child on a deeper level. Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Cups is usually a card that is talking about like this unsettled, restless feeling, like maybe you do not know where you belong, or maybe there's like this inner underlying anxiety. What is it that would fulfill me? Eight of Cups is usually a symbol of looking for fulfillment. There is something like missing, like this constant feeling there is something missing. And I would love to pinpoint, sometimes we really need to leave something behind to find that cup that fits us. Yeah, sometimes we have many beautiful things in our life, you know, we can have a good partnership, a nice job, a nice place to live, all these cups that are standing in front of this card, yet this person is leaving, almost like missing something. Yeah. So sometimes we really need to go on this heroic journey to really find out what does it mean to be happy and peaceful in this world. However, I would also like to pinpoint that it is almost like a human condition to feel this underlying restless energy and looking for these things that would fulfill me. Yeah, with Eight of Cups, we still do not know that that fulfillment is actually ourselves. That we have to fill ourselves with ourselves to somehow find peace, to be at peace with ourselves, which is a Nine of Cups. So basically, it almost like there is like this invitation to that inner journey of finding who you are and how you fit into this world and how you can use your life in this world in a more joyous, peaceful way. And I somehow feel that this sense of not fitting in, or sense of maybe being abandoned, or this underlying restless energy of what is it that would fulfill me, it may come from a childhood. For many of us actually does. Yeah, that the bonding with our parents was not created properly, or maybe we didn't receive what we needed to develop our talents and emotional safety. And this is like an invitation. Yeah, you can learn it now. You can start learning it now. To bring that joy back, to bring that deep connection with yourself and with the world around you. I am not saying that it's easy. Yeah, because sometimes we experience this shutdown. We are learning to trust ourselves, we are learning to trust others and the world. Yeah, it can have many dynamics, but this is like an invitation. The Death card is ultimately the card of transformation. So it is inviting us to change ourselves, which is beautiful, because as I was talking about these patterns, maybe from the childhood, or maybe this sense of I do not know where I belong, which many people are going through right now in the world, like that sense of not belonging, or sense of losing a home, sense of losing identity. And the death card is putting it into that bigger, much, much bigger picture, in that it is about allowing this transformation to happen. Allowing this transformation to happen, allowing something in your life, a version of yourself that is not working anymore, allowing it to die, allowing it to let go. What is beautiful about death is that change, that transformation is step by step. Yeah, it is not abrupt. It is not something that will literally pull the carpet out from below you. Death is like a natural unfolding of that transformation, of that change. So what can be the strategy? What can be the strategy if you resonate with this process of finding yourself again and maybe healing the joy of your heart? What is the best strategy in these times? And we have a squirrel. So many times we can learn like a lot of things from animals, and when we adapt them to our life, it can help us. So squirrel is about learning what is it that you accumulated. What is it that you accumulated, and taking into consideration that we have so many cups, it is talking about what is it that you accumulated emotionally, maybe. Yeah, what is it that you accumulated emotionally, and can you transform those stuck emotions? Can you let them go finally and come to this renewal, this new beginning, the sun rising up on the horizon? The squirrel is also a strategy of, being ready, taking care of your energy, taking care of your resources. If you can have some extra resources, extra money, extra energy, it is like squirrel is like being ready for the winter. So it's a beautiful strategy that we can apply to this world. It doesn't necessarily mean that a hard time will come, but that sense of being ready, that sense of having some extra stock, extra pile, can give you a sense of safety, or maybe a sense of readiness, as this world is so unpredictable. So it is a good strategy that can be applied as well, as well. Okay, so today you can take, once again, this, you can take this again into your own life, and pick up whatever you need as a hint for journaling or prayer or meditation, whatever that is needed specifically for you. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.